Hi guys, this is David. Today I actually filled up my propane tank, took it to one of the propane supplier places and filled that up, and I went ahead and also bought the Mr. Buddy Heater fuel filter as well. So I'll let you go ahead and take a look here. This here is what it looks like. See if you can see some details on there. For use with the Mr. Heater, Buddy, Big Buddy, and Tough Buddy Heaters is what it says on there. Of course, here on the back too, it shows the diagram and stuff as far as how to put it on there. Now, from what I've seen from the research I've done, is that this fuel filter will help it last longer because the Mr. Buddy Heater, and I imagine the regular Mr. Heater as well, can get clogged up over time from, I guess, dirty propane gas or whatever you want to call it. Can get clogged up over time, so you want to make sure that you try to use that fuel filter to try to prevent that from happening. So I'm going to go ahead and get this put on there, and then I'll give you guys another shot and see what it looks like on the Mr. Heater, or Mr. Big Buddy Heater that I've got. And then we'll go ahead and put the propane tank on there too and see what everything looks like all together. So I'll get you another shot here in a minute, guys. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got it on there now. I've got the fuel filter on. I've got it turned on a low setting right now. And go ahead and give you a shot here. Turn the light on there so you can see better. So that's what it looks like as far as being hooked up to the Mr. Buddy Heater. You hook up, of course, the fuel filter directly to the Mr. Buddy Heater, and then you hook up your hose to the fuel filter as far as how that works. It's real simple to do. I mean, there's nothing to even really explain. You just, twist it right on there. But I will say though, to make sure that you're careful when you're twisting it on there, so that way you don't cross thread it, because both the filter and your hose will easily cross thread on these if you're not careful. So, because it almost happened to me, but I had to really pay attention and really try to, make sure I was watching what I was doing as far as threading it on there. So definitely make sure that you're careful when you're threading it on there so you don't cross thread it, because you definitely don't want to be getting a brand new hose if you don't need to. But yeah, so you just hook up your hose to your propane tank, and then you gotta push the pilot down for about a good 30 seconds, to 1 minute, so that way the propane can get back into it again, to start, filling it up again or whatever, to get it prepared to go. But after that, just go ahead and do your ignition on it and let it go. So yep, that's it guys. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hi guys, something I did forget to mention was the actual prices on what this stuff actually costed me today. In fact, let me get my flashlight here so you can see it better. Well, hopefully you can see it better now. Okay, there we go. So 17.6 is what it ended up taking as far as my tank, because it was not all the way empty yet. It's of course a 20-pound tank, so it was just over 2 pounds short of being empty though. So that came out to $13.20 is the total that came out to. They had told me before if it was a 20-pound tank, to fill it all the way up, it would be 15 bucks. So that looks like it's pretty much on track as far as what those prices are on that. And then the fuel filter for the Mr. Buddy Heater fuel filter was $12.95. Now you can probably find that cheaper online, but of course I got this from the propane supplier, so of course they're going to be a little bit higher than what it's going to be online. But still, I mean, overall it was a pretty good deal for both of those, to get that filled up and to get that filter as well, because the filter, like I said, will definitely help your Mr. Buddy Heater or your Mr. Heater, whichever one you're using, to last a whole lot longer. Sales tax was $1.90, so altogether it came out to $28.05 was the total for everything. But as far as the filling the tank up, that was still a pretty good deal. I know some of you guys have said, my subscribers, that there is other places you can get it cheaper at, but like I said before, 15 bucks is still not a bad deal though. I'm not you know, concerned about getting there for 12 bucks when I can still pay 15 and not have to worry about driving a long distance to get there, because those other places you guys have mentioned, one of them being Tractor Supply place, it's I think one of you guys said it was like 12 bucks for that, but you know, the nearest one in my area anyways is a little bit of a drive to get there, so by the time I drive there, it's going to be about the same amount of money anyways, as far as having to pay for it, for as far as the gas to get out there. So I mean, it's, and plus the fact that this place I went to is pretty much down the street from where I work at, so that just was letting you know, I was letting you guys know as far as the prices goes. But yeah, it's definitely running good and definitely feels good in here. I really don't even hardly have to use it today, really, because it's probably about the middle 30s right now, would be my guess. I don't know for sure. I'll have to look at the what the temperature is again, but that would be my guess though. But you know, obviously too, that's going to be another thing as far as how often you fill up your tank. Is it depends on several different factors. One of the factor being is where you're located at in the country, because if some of you guys are down here in Texas or down here in Florida and places like that, then of course it's going to be a lot warmer down here and a lot hotter down there than it is up here. So some of you guys won't have to fill your tank necessarily as often. But I mean, up here, of course, it gets pretty cold. I mean, like last night, it got down. In fact, yesterday and last night, it was pretty cold. Though it got down to the low 20s, I believe, and it definitely felt like it too. It was definitely cold out for sure. So it just, you know, really depends on where you're located and where the temperatures are as far as how they fluctuate too. Because even though last night I needed to have it on, besides last night anyways, the past 3-4 nights ago though, I didn't even have to have it on at all, because it was in the 40s, middle 40s on average for even like the nighttime. And then last night though, it got back down to, like I said, the low 20s. So it all depends on how the weather fluctuates, and depends on where your location is at, and several different factors like that as far as how often you're going to have to fill your tank. But you can pretty much average, or pretty much think that it could, you know, end up being around 2 weeks anyways, about every 2 weeks, depending on your usage and, like I said, how the weather goes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it guys for this video. Of course, as always, hit the thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching guys, and have a great day.